Hi beautiful souls, it's Tan back here with an astrology video today on the moon signs, and today we're doing the Scorpio moon. So before you watch this video, I would recommend that you watch my moon sign introduction video first. So I'm going to leave a link to that up there and in the description box below, so you can kind of be familiar with the kind of concepts that I will be using in this Scorpio moon video. So the way I'm going to proceed with this is that first I'll be talking about a Scorpio moon as an infant, what their needs were and how they had that met. And then I'll be discussing the Scorpio moon's relationship with their mother. And then we'll go into the kind of ingrained habit patterns that is a result of infancy conditioning, which is not really the true potentials of this moon sign or any moon sign. So we're going to then after that talk about how you can decondition these ingrained habit patterns to reach a higher potential of your moon sign. And then I'll be discussing what should you do if you're in a relationship with a Scorpio moon in order to kind of meet their needs. And I'll be finishing off talking about the highest potential of the Scorpio moon person. So when the Scorpio moon was an infant, they kind of had this intensity around getting their needs met. So for example, if they had wanted a bottle, and this is just an example, don't take it too literally, but one example could be this. Let's say they had wanted a bottle, and let's say that they were waiting for it. They eventually got the bottle, but through this process of waiting, they might have held a bit of anger inside. So we kind of have a pretty inwardly angry child. So what this creates in the Scorpio moon person is them associating intensity of feelings and emotions with getting their needs met. I hope that made sense. So they came to think that in order to have their needs met, they needed to withhold their emotions or build up intensity of feelings and emotions. This indicates that the relationship between the child and the mothering figure was of course a bit intense and sometimes explosive. There was an understanding, obviously, that there was an understanding of love between the child and the parent, but there might have been a difference in thinking when it comes to what is necessary in life and what needs need to be met first in terms of priority and what needs really are. So this creates a kind of inner tension. And it was hard to see each other's point of view, so this also kind of leads to an inner buildup of resentment. The general habit patterns of the Scorpio moon being this need for intensity actually stems from fear. There's a fear that, for you as a Scorpio moon, if you don't kind of project this intensity of feelings, then there's going to either be two things. One, your needs will not be met, and the second thing, you're afraid that you're going to feel emptiness or feel this void. So you can kind of take the moon, which symbolizes emotions, to the extreme, meaning that you want to be able to feel at the deepest level the intensity and the extremities of all human emotions. As an adult, when interacting with others on a more intimate level, this buildup of emotions can lead to you, the Scorpio moon, exerting your power over others, causing them to actually be very addicted to you, the Scorpio moon. It's kind of hard to explain in words the ideas of this moon sign, but it's kind of like when someone feels that you have these feelings bottling up inside. They don't really know what it is that you're bottling up, but it makes them curious and it makes you mysterious. And hence they want to come back to you, want to see you again, want to be around you to kind of discover what are these intense buildup of emotions, even though it makes that person that's around you uncomfortable, but it's the curiosity of the mystery that keeps them coming back to you. So now you have power and you can kind of get what you need from the people that keep coming back to you. Of course, the Scorpio moon person is not doing this consciously, okay? Remember that the moon is an unconscious ingrained habitual pattern resulting from, your mothering figure, the mothering figure in your life. So So the Scorpio moon person can actually demand quite a lot from their partners if they haven't yet transformed out of the obsession with power of this moon sign. And what they tend to expect is intensity back from their partners and loved ones. And when they don't feel that they're getting it back, they might continue to subtly and slowly keep asserting their power over you to make you addicted to them, to keep you around. You know what I mean? Unconsciously, of course. When the Scorpio moon person has learned to let go, when they learn to not control everything, to trust that by not controlling every situation, by not trying to make every situation kind of intense, that they will get the love back from their loved ones wholeheartedly. They will get it because the Scorpio moon person is already very enchanting and captivating. They can be enchanting in a positive way. You don't have to be addictive because it's dangerous for the other person, but you can be captivating and enchanting. So if you're in a relationship with a Scorpio moon, what you need to know is that they're going to be either one or the other type of Scorpio moon, because Scorpios can be extreme, so they can be either the transformed or the untransformed Scorpio moon. You might be with the untransformed Scorpio moon and things can be a little hard and they can be intense and demanding and you might feel uncomfortable, but if you want, you can wait it out. Allow them to come to that transformation by themselves. If they're not being toxic or anything, then you can, kind of stick around with them. If you are with a transformed Scorpio moon, things will seem magical. The second thing that you need to know is that whether they're the transformed or the untransformed kind, they're going to be very adept at understanding people's psychology, so you can't lie to them. They will tend to see through all of your bullshits. And Scorpio moon people, when they're in a relationship, they tend to be all in it and they would expect you to be all in as well. So if you're like, with that all in Scorpio moon and they sense even a tiniest bit of doubt coming from you, or they sense that you're swaying a little bit, that's going to be like a really big thing in the relationship. So I think we've kind of discussed the lower vibration of a Scorpio moon, but of course with a bit of habit adjustment that all the moon signs can do, the Scorpio moon person can be at their highest energy vibration. You can withstand anything that anybody throws at you because you have experienced all of the highs and lows of emotions. You can be in a situation where you almost feel self-destructive, or maybe you have self-destruct, and you can still come out of the situation with both of your feet firmly on the ground. Even more than that, you can come out and just be a completely new and evolved person. Because you are so extreme, you can really be extreme in your self-transformation, which I personally think is a wonderful thing. I think that if we want to transform, we got to do it completely. Because there's so much social conditioning there in our minds, ingrained habitual conditionings that we need to just completely eradicate in order to, step into our individual selfhood. So yeah, the Scorpio moon can really see through all that social conditioning and remove all of it and just really step into their true and authentic selves. That's my take on the Scorpio moon. If you have a Scorpio moon, leave a comment below. Let me know what your experiences are and have you deconditioned your ingrained habit patterns yet? And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below. I will see you in the next video. Bye!